very good afternoon and welcome to week 2 of Dialog Schools Knockout 2025. And here we are coming to you live from very hot and humid Havelock Park. And the first game of this Super Sunday is that the Premier Trophy quarter-final, where St. Benedict's are playing against Maliyadeva College from Kurunegala. It's very hot and humid conditions, as we mentioned earlier. Both teams are preparing for this quarter-final to clinch a spot in the Premier Trophy semi-finals happening next week. And after this game, we'll see the action of the big game, TSA Nanaika College versus Royal College, happening for the President's Trophy. So a lot of rugby actions in the card as we come live to you with two big games happening, and you can watch both games from ThePapare TV and www.thepapare.com. And the knockouts flowing into the second week as these two teams prepare. We saw yesterday Ananda College getting a victory over Richmond, and hope these two teams can make, as we see the weather forecast for the day. As we said, it's very hot here, and the wind is slight wind is there that will help the players, and I hope the weather continues to improve and be a little cool when the President's Trophy game happens in another 2 hours time. Joining with me in commentary, Tanveer Hassan. Very good afternoon and welcome to the Premier Trophy quarterfinals.
Yes, good afternoon to you too, and we can see that it's really quite hot here with 32 degrees Celsius at the grounds, and currently we can see both teams warming up as well. Looking for a very interesting game, as we can see now in our screens, the Maliyadeva College team warming up.
For the Devils to come down to Colombo and play quarterfinals against St. Benedict's, they are preparing, as we see St. Benedict team getting prepared for that big game. They will adjust quickly to these hot and humid conditions. The Maliyadevans too should adapt quickly. And it's a big game for these two teams, playing a quarter-final and knowing that they can make to the top 4 next week and have a chance of starting their season with this Premier Trophy, which will be one of their ambitions as they aim to come back to Division 1 next year. So this will be a good starting point for both teams to compete and to start their seasons on a high. Still the preparation goes on, so we'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with the team cards and live action.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadahamai.
Radials. The road is yours.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිබිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when lemon.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කට සිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
සරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චොමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවට බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
විහිළු නෙමේ. ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කට සිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours. Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චොමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා. සරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
රුපියල් 50 වැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
That was summer refresh when the train got to go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස මේ තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
හරි ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස මේ තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
Welcome back to Havelock Park for the Premier Trophy quarter-final. St. Benedict's taking on Maliyadeva College from Kurunegala. And we are a few minutes away from live action to commence the Super Sunday. And both teams having their final preparations as the referees also make their way into the grounds. So we're going to have the action quickly. And the knockouts happening for the second week. So we'll look at the results of the first week. The result.
As we saw at Royal Complex last week, our first match was Wesley College taking on St. Joseph's and Wesley being victorious. And then on the second half thriller, where DC United pushed over a 20-pointer at the second half against Ambrose College. And then Zaira College beating Vidyartha the close game. Isipatana trashing Sumangala College and St. Thomas trashing Science College at the Mount Lavinia Derby. Trinity College beating St. Anthony's at the first school's rugby game at CR and FC under lights with a 62 points to 5 points at the Candy Derby. And then we have 51 to 8 points St. Peter's College to Thurston. And unfortunately St. Peter's College had pulled out from the tournament. And finally we have the close game. Royal took on Kingswood at CR and FC with 28 points to 24 points.
With the all 8 games happening last week, with the results of yesterday, the President's Trophy first semi-final will be Trinity College taking on Zaira, and today's fixtures DSA Nanaka taking on Royal. That will be the next fixture coming up. And we see the upcoming fixtures. Another quarter-final happening in the Premier Trophy. That's Prince of Wales taking on KD. And the big one happening here, Royal taking on DSA Nayaka. That will be a close one, and another game happening at the Royal Complex where Isipatana taking on Wesley. That too will be an interesting affair that you can watch all the games from the Papare TV and www.thepapare.com. Teams are almost getting ready for this game. Let's take a look at the Maliyadeva starting. We got Sanuka De Silva and Noshan Veerasinghe as the props, and Menuka Disanayaka will be the hooker. And the second row, Gasarathena Kon, Aditya Ratnayaka will form the second row for the Devons. And the third row will line up with Buddhi Amarasinghe, Kehan Amarasekara, and the number 8, Sujan Hera. The 9-10 combination will be Pasan Armbepula and Sandeepa Anuhas. And the center combination of Risandul Kadupiti Arachi and Mihin Disana. The two wingers will be Malisha Sirivardhana and Adipa Nisanka. And the fullback will be Kavisha Hera.
And for St. Benedict's College, we have Johan Fernando, Matisha Pereira, Dulan Rupasinghe for the front row. And the locks of this game is Achira Tennakon and Sal Saswad. Left flanker Mario Karuratna and right flanker Diluk Sineviratna. And at the number 8, we have Didosh Fernando. The number 9 of the team will be Harisri Uday Kumar, and the fly half will be Telugu Samarakon. The wing 3s will be Diluka Amarasinghe and Kavisha Kaushalya. The centres of the team will be Diluka Amarasinghe and Adisha Vijay Ratna. And at fullback we have Kevin Kanangara.
Yeah, both teams making their way into the Havelock Park to commence this quarter-final. The match officials for today, Jivaka Fonseca, will handle the whistle, and he'll be assisted by Hasanta Veranga and Wan Lakshan. So all set for a fascinating game of rugby here at Havelock Park. Two teams eager to book their spot on the semi-final happening next weekend. And hopefully these two teams will put up a great performance. St. Benedict's from Colombo. Maliyadeva making a trip from Kurunegala to Havelock Park. boys will look to commence their season on a high, as their main aim would be to come back into that A Division tournament. And, the referees are ready, both teams just changing the two halves. And we are just a few seconds away from kickoff. Juan Fernando will commence this game with the kickoff for St. Benedict. And here we go, St. Benedict's kicking things off. A high hanging kick into the 22-meter, fumbles there by Amar Singh, but goes into the boot of Anuhas, and he finds touch straight away, bringing play into the halfway mark.
It was a good deep kick by the Maliyadeva team. And now St. Benedict's College with the ball in their green zone. Not cleanly taken, and Maliyadeva regained position of the ball. A small fumble at the line by St. Benedict's College over there. And now using their heavy forwards, gaining a few meters. And now setting into the blind. He kicks it deep, but regained by St. Benedict's College fullback, and now St. Benedict's counter-attacking. And Maliyadeva has been penalized. The tackle hasn't been rolled away. Interesting game at Havelock Park, with this heat taking victim as well.
Yeah, both teams will feel the heat and move towards the latter part of the game. As St. Benedict's with that penalty comes close to the halfway mark. Few fumbles here and there by Maliyadeva from the kickoff itself, then giving away a penalty. Still has not come to their own game plan yet, but hopefully they could come back soon. St. Benedict's have been lucky that they have been given opportunity, as the Devans gave away that penalty. So all to play for the Ben's first set piece of the game. Malisha Pereira to the feed in good, well done, and Uday Kumar sending it to Samara Vikrama, but he's charged down. Good work there by Devans. Now Abe Pola to Anuhas. Bit late on that, but goes into contacts, and then again another penalty. Holding on, says referee Fonseca there. Again, St. Benedict's not doing their best. They had a set piece. They tried to play the territorial game and just gave away possession back, as Samarakon kicks it to touch just outside the halfway mark. So still St. Benedict's cannot move away from their own half, as Pereira lines up for his second throw of the day. This time that's not straight, as Maliyadeva College contested that line out. Hence referee calling that a crooked throw. So few early mistakes from St. Benedict's, and the Devons have also not taken the maximum out of the opportunities. As the first 3 minutes, both teams still hanging in the middle of the grounds. As we see the first scrum of the day.
Yes, as you said, it's only been 3 minutes of the game, and already 3 penalties have been considered by both teams. And now Maliyadeva with the feed in. Let's see what they have in store for us. And they send it wide. They work the line, sending it wide. The win 3 is just short on his steps. A good rock contest over there. And now Maliyadeva feeding it from the corner. A bit of a fumble over there, but now number 8 with the ball. Trying his best to gain a few meters. And again, St. Benedicts have been penalized this time. Tackle not releasing the referee calls. And now Maliyadeva kicks to touch. And here we have a replay of a small fumble there. And Maliyadeva not finding it outside, and St. Benedict's counter kicking as well. And now Maliyadeva sending it wide, trying to make something from it. Mihin Disanayaka with the ball in the corner there. And now feeding it to Menuko Disanayaka. A good tackle by St. Benedict's number 8. Putting the opposition back, and now Maliyadeva hitting the gaps. Trying to keep the ball with them. A good contest from the rock by St. Benedict's College, but still, that wasn't enough. Maliyadeva sending it wide again with a few long passes. And now making their way to their corner at the 10-meter line, 40-meter line. Thumping hit by the prop for Maliyadeva. And now they decide to send it wide again. Looking there for an offload, but unfortunately it wasn't possible. A thumping hit. And a thumping tackle as well by St. Benedict's College, and now they have regained the position of the ball. And now currently playing advantage. He sends it back to his kicker. A good kick. A deep hanging kick. Good counter defense by St. Benedict's College. And they have knocked it on the rock.
Yeah, Pasan Ambarepula, the scrum after knocking the ball, the rock. Good passage of play from St. Benedict, but unfortunately we saw Aluk Bandar knocking the ball. They had more than 10 phrases in that attack. Then St. Benedict straight away with the advantage, they opted to go for the kick. But a fumble from Arbepola giving position back to St. Benedict's. First time in their own half, Maliyadeva defending. Still no one has gone into the 22 meter of the respective sides. So both teams making few mistakes here and there. Now Uday Kumar, as Fernando breaks away from that scrum and goes straight into contact. Now Uday Kumar to Samarakon to Vijay Ratna, tries to cut back in. But the defense from Maliyadeva on spot. Now straight away to Fernando. Makes a huge hit, but Uday Kumar has to go back to the boot. Tries to kick deep. Good collection from Sirivardhana. Tries to run around. No support. Finally the support arrives from Amarasinghe. But good counter-rucking there by St. Benedict's, winning them the penalty. Straight away a good opportunity, good platform for them to attack.
Yes, as we can see, he tried his best, the Maliyadeva number 11, to pull to the corner and run past the player, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. And there was no support for him as well, unfortunately. We can see St. Benedict's College counter the rock as well and get that penalty.
Yeah, spotting that there was no support straight away, the Benedictines came and did a good counter attack. Now it's the position where St. Benedict has to get this line out sorted quickly, with Malisha Pereira feeding the throwing in now. Collection done as they form the rolling maul. Try to push this Devon defense back. As Veera Singh breaks through. Playing in the close quarters, pick and drives from St. Benedict's, using their forwards. You see another drive from St. Benedict's, inches close of the try line. As they continue their pick and drives as advantage for them. Short pass straight away to the hands of Vijayaratna, Adisha Vijayaratna. Beautiful inside pass from Tenuka Samarakon as St. Benedict score. Amana Bank try. Typical move using their forwards and then sending the ball to the backs. Good inside pass from Samarkon to Adisha Vijayaratna. And St. Benedict's open their account. It's Ravon Fernando lining the kick. Looking to add that extras to cap off a good early move and kicks through. So that's 2 more points to St. Benedict's. Their lead moves on to 7 points to nil. St. Benedict's takes the maximum out of it.
Yes, and as we can see from the replay, an easy kick for the kicker for St. Benedict's College, and a wonderful try as well, with the number 12 Adisha seeing that gap and making the most of it. And now at the restart, it's Maliyadeva's kickoff. Kicking to the right side of the field this time. Let's see what they can do. Only 11 minutes have passed, 7 points on the board for St. Benedict's College. And it's a deep hanging kick. St. Benedict's College to the exit. A good kick, a few good meters gained as well. And referee says it has been touched by the Maliyadeva's player as well. So St. Benedict's College gained the ball at the 50-meter line. A line out for them. What can they do from it? Matisha Pereira feeding in the ball, deciding for a short man line out this time, a 4-man line out. Going for a move as well. Sending it to the forwards. No, a dummy pass there. Gains a few meters. The ball is out. Changes sides. The long way to the pick and go for St. Benedict's College. Sending it to the open side. The coaching staff telling them to send it wide. A small fumble there, but referee says it's knocked back. No, it's knocked on.
Unfortunately, St. Benedict's sending the ball quickly to the left, but Kasu Kavin Kannangara's fumble, stopping that move. Brilliant move to start. As we see a replay of that fumble by Kannangara, but the previous move, Tenuka Samarakon dummying in and bringing the Benedictines inside the 40-meter mark. But unfortunately, that fumble ruining that creation of a good passage of play. Now Ambarepura to Anuhas. Now Maliyadeva trying to runs through one, gets through another. This is Disanayaka and offloads it to Sirivardhana. Still the pressure coming from St. Benedict's and turning the ball over and running on the corner. Beautiful passage of play. Kannangara running around and tries to offload it to Dinuk Amarasinghe. but unfortunately knocking the ball in the progress. A good counter-attacking turnover, and Kanangara collecting that ball and running in the corner. Didn't have the pace to outburn Anhuas there. And unfortunately that the pass not going into the hand of Dinuka Amarasinghe.
Yes, Nilhan, and for the first time, to be honest, I've seen a lot of set pieces happening at the 50-meter line. Now we have had 3 scrums so far and a line out as well. And also a weakness from the Maliyadeva team, unfortunately, is their rucking, I would say, and they should actually work on it. Because this is the second time now that St. Benedict's College has contested the ruck and regained possession of the ball and gaining a lot of meters as well. And unfortunately this time he had the support but could not handle the ball very well as well.
Yeah, that has been one of the areas that Maliyadeva has to get it sorted quickly as possible. The rucking, St. Benedict's we've already seen turning the ball over twice. So St. Benedict's will always look into that aspect when you see the Devons making a break. A lot of rugby happening near the halfway mark shows that both teams have made a lot of mistakes in that area. Not brought play into the 22-meter. We only saw once that a team went into that red zone, and St. Benedict's took the maximum out of it.
Yes, and seeing the body language of both teams looking a bit exhausted and tired already when it's only been 15 minutes in our clock as well. With this heat in effect as well, to be honest. The sun being right above Havelock Sports Club. Not the best timings, and now Maliyadeva sending it to the blind side. Taken down and taken out. Malisha Siriwaldana trying to keep it inside, but unfortunately couldn't, with Harsiri Udayakumar putting him outside. And we have a replay on that as well. Tried his best to cut inside, but a bit too late and was taken outside. And now a line out for St. Benedict's College. Going to using their forwards. And again sending it wide.
Now Kanangara shows and goes, but no breakthrough from there. Slow ball out of the ruck. Now Samarakon feeding to Pereira. Pereira goes into contact. Udekuma going to Samarakon and passing it to Kanangara. Unfortunately fumbles, but Amarasinghe again tries to run around and he gets through one and he will go all the way. Dinuka Amarasinghe goes over for another Amana back try for St. Benedict's College, and they hit back again. And their pace in the wings is showing a huge impact. And Maliyadeva College struggling to cope up with this pace from the Benedictines.
Wonderful try there. A small fumble before that, but he makes the best of it. Dinura Amarasinghe cuts through 2 players, makes his way. And the lock forward for Maliyadeva and the scrum half as well, trying their best to catch up, but not being able to with the speed of little Dinura over there.
Yeah, we saw a preview of his pace in the previous move. He couldn't go through, but this time he went through the lock forward as Fernando lines up the conversion that goes astray of the right upright. So the score will remain at 12 points to nil. And St. Benedict's in 2 attacking phases of play have gone over again for a try. And they take an early lead of 12 points to nil. The Benedictines looking to create something every time that they get the ball. Maliyadeva on the other side began this game slightly better than St. Benedict's, but St. Benedict's have come back strong and have settled down to their own plan as Sandeep Anuas kick-starts thing from the restart. Shorter restart, high-hanging kick. St. Benedict fumbles it and collected there by Adisha Vijayaratna for Maliyadeva. And now Arambepula sending the ball to the forwards. Ball out to Anuhas. Now to Rasidul Disanayak. Goes through the gap. Finally brought down. Now Arambepula comes a tad late as St. Benedict's goes to that. Tries for a turnover. As Aluk Bandara makes a big hit in the middle of the play as hands on the ruck. Says referee Fonseca. Devons making a comeback into this game. They have opted for the 3 points.
Yes, a good decision taken by the Maliyadeva team. Unfortunate for them not being able to put some points on the board. So hoping that they can put 3 points on the board where they are now with their 0 points. 18 minutes gone so far in our clock. So hoping that in the future that these 3 points will be worth it. Both teams using the same game plan as well. And a good thumping kick, but can he make it through? No, he doesn't, unfortunately. And St. Benedict's called to the ball. Clears it, kicks it deep, but not out. And now Maliyadeva with the counter-attack. Players aren't really ready for that, but trying their best. And fumbles it, the forward fumbles it for Maliyadeva, and St. Benedict scores the counter-attack. And now Maliyadeva contesting for the ruck. But referee says hands out. St. Benedict once again kicks it full, unfortunately.
If Samarakon, no options there, went to his boot. And now ball goes out in the full. He should have spreaded the ball wide. They had numbers in the corner. But took the decision to make that kick.
And here we have a replay of the fumble. A major mistake a lot of schools teams make in these days is because once they fumble the ball, they do not know that the opposite team can play advantage. So once you fumble the ball, pick it up again, it's fine. Because then if the opposition gets the ball, they can play advantage as well. So why give them the opportunity for that?
Yeah, they had to play for the whistle.
Exactly. And now Maliyadeva with a clean line out. Sends it to the center with the center hit over there. And now goes to the forwards once again. No support, but hits his way through inside and he finds his support. A good kick and chase by Maliyadeva team, kicking into the corner. Not being able to get the ball, but a good tackle. And now St. Benedict's waiting for their team to line up. Couldn't find the line out, but the Maliyadeva fullback finds the ball and decides to counter-attack, cutting in, cutting out, and taken down. Feeding to the forward once again. And he drops the ball once again. Same person, the same area, unfortunately.
As you said earlier, when he drops the ball, he thinks that that's all over. But again, St. Benedict's try to play the advantage, but no gain there. So as you see, Tinuga Aluk Bandara knocking the ball again for the second consecutive time as referees take a break.
And the Maliyadeva team has made a substitution as well. The Tinuga Aluk Bandara has been taken out and Osha and Veer Singh has been put in. 2 knock-ons too many.
Yeah, giving a break for both teams in the 20th minute mark. It's very hot and humid. They play this early kick-off. So a very crucial break for both teams. Going back into this 21 minutes, St. Benedict's didn't start as well as they expected, but they came back strong. And a try from Adisha Vijayaratna, and then a brilliant run from Dinuka Amarasinghe, bringing their tally up to 12 points. And Maliyadeva on the other hand has struggled a bit. The ball out of the rucks are slow, and a lot of fumbles by their forwards also have not helped their cause in this quarter final. And they had a kick for points, but unfortunately Anuhas couldn't add that 3 points too. So a lot to say for the coaches at this break. We saw on the previous games also, after this break there can be a change in the momentum of both teams. St. Benedict's dominating this game at the moment, and hopefully this break will bring a bit of momentum back to the Devons to come back into this game.
Yes, and for my information, I would know that St. Benedict's hasn't played in the A Division League in a while, but Maliyadeva has been in the A Division back in 2019 and I think 2020 as well. So, being in the B Division, when the league starts, hopefully that they can make themselves come up to the A Division by next season. So, we shall wait and see. We have the schools league season also starting on the 6th of June to the 6th of July. The first round and the second round from 18th July will be taking place as well. And now Benedict with the feed in, now bait break. Beautiful break. Nirocha Fernando gaining the few meters and now setting it back to the same side, sending it wide to the corner. And now using those heavy forwards once again, taking it from the number 10. Line speed, applying pressure from Maliyadeva. Good job for them over there. And now kicking to the boot. Kicking it outside and to the full. Second time kicking to the full St. Benedict's College. I really hope they know their rules of rugby.
And the kicks, we have seen they go into the booth, but the chases are not there a lot of time. So your kick will be as good as it is if there's the chasers running. And we saw just they didn't have any breakthrough from that phrases, and straight away sending it ball to Samarkot. And he thumps it out in the full. So second time St. Benedict have done this. It looks like they are not going to contest this as Tenakon collects and breaks through in the corner. Is the big number 1 for Maliyadeva. That's De Silva. And now they have brought play back just inches short of the try line. Armbepola looking for options and goes to the big number 8. He's been brought down. Still the ball available as Maliyadeva. This time Amarasinghe, Kavisha Amarasinghe goes into contact advantage and now looking to spread it wide. Tries to run around, barges through and he dots the ball down. That's Mihin Disanayaka scoring the first Samana back try for Maliyadeva College. And that break has helped Devons. They have come back strong into this game.
Yes, Nilhan, as you said a few minutes ago, after the 20-minute water break, you can never say what could happen. And now Maliyadeva has scored. A good try. Starting off from that number 8 break. Gaining around 30 to 40 meters. And then forwards again, doing once again doing all the hard work. And the backline finishing it off in style. As you can see again in the replay. The number 13, Mihin Disanayaka, making his way and scoring the first Samana Bank try for Maliyadeva College.
It all started with that full kick from Samarakon, and then a brilliant run in the corner by the prop forward Sanuja De Silva. Broad play near the 5-meter mark as Sudeep Anuhas setting his sights on the conversion looks good. And that's true. That's a brilliant kick from Sandhipa Anuhas. And adds the 2 points for Maliyadeva. And they are now within one score. One try to equalize the game. 7 points to 5.
Yes, unfortunately, a couple of minutes ago he missed a 3-pointer for them, but makes best with this conversion. Good kick. And now Maliyadeva adding points to the board. 7 points to 12 is the score. 25 minutes have passed. And now St. Benedict to the restart and with the kick-off as well. Revan Fernando restarting the game for us. A good hanging kick. Unfortunately, the number 9 of Maliyadeva could not being able to take it. And now Maliyadeva counter kicks. Good meters gained. And now it's the referees arguing about something over there. Taking it a bit back.
Yeah. That number 9 in the collection of that conversion may have had a touch, so then they have taken it into the 22 meter.
Yes. Unfortunately, the referees' mics aren't available for us. And now St. Benedict's College, the mall, and Maliyadeva doing very well in countering that mall, and St. Benedict's now sending it out to their line. A good move, a loop over there, spotting the gap and goes through it. Inches away from the try line, and now St. Benedict's College playing with advantage, and he fumbles it backwards, but still, the game is still on play. And the referee calls it back to the penalty. Tackler not rolling away, tackler not releasing, referee says.
Just in front of the sticks, they don't take the 3, they go straight away, takes a quick tap, and the number 8 Fernando goes into contact. And they will try to get this pick and drive sorted. Another big move from St. Benedict's, and they score. Another Amana Bank try.
Good work by the St. Benedict's College forwards. Not being able to complete that maul, but does find their way to score a try using the pick and go. Kudos to them. Scoring almost under the post. Fernando, the man, scoring that try for them, and here we have a replay as well.
Yeah, they took the quick tap. We saw Nirosh Fernando taking that break, and then the big prop forward, Johan Fernando, collecting the ball from the ruck and made a big strong carry that the Maliyadeva defense could not hold. So St. Benedict straight away after conceding comes back strong into this game, as Revon Fernando this time slots the conversion over, so that adds the 2 points to make a perfect 7 for St. Benedict's. And it all started with that kick-off not collected there by Pasanambarepola. And once you score, you have to make sure that your restarts are done, as you see another replay of that kick from Revon Fernando. And St. Benedict's extends their lead back to 12 points with this try.
Yes, a few unfortunate but crucial mistakes by Maliyadeva. The game is still not over for staff, still hasn't come concluded as well. Only 28 minutes have gone from our clock. St. Benedict's College leaving 19 and Maliyadeva 7 behind. Kicks it short this time, a good contest kick, but there is no kick chase. And no contest as well, unfortunately. A good hit by the try scorer, number 8, Mr. Fernando. Getting a couple of meters as well. And now Maliyadeva somehow turnover in the ball. And St. Benedict's this time penalized. Referee says coming in through the side. What will be the decision be? Will they go for 3 or will they kick the ball to touch? And they kick the ball to touch. A good kick inside the 22 this time. Can they make something from it?
That was Matisha Ferreira from St. Benedict's who gave away that penalty from coming from the side. And with that early penalty miss, I think the Maliyadeva College with a 12 points gap took that decision to go for touch. Menuka Disanayaka with the throw.
Yes, Nilhan, and now Maliyadeva with the maul, and hooker breaks a bit early this time, unfortunately. And again settling with the forwards. A good gang tackle by St. Benedict's College. And now once again the number 8 from Maliyadeva. The man who was the reason the previous try was scored. And now Maliyadeva switching to their forwards as well. This time taken backwards. And St. Benedict's College is contesting the ruck as well. A bit of scrappy play from both teams over there, unfortunately. Good chop tackle there. Referee blows holding on. Unfortunately, Maliyadeva lacking in that support play. Unfortunately, that St. Benedict's has, which Maliyadeva does not, unfortunately, again.
Yeah, again, as you see, they tried initially to counter ruck, and this time Maliyadeva player broke through, and good passage of work there by St. Benedict's Tenuka Samaratunga and Amarasinghe combining it to win that penalty, but not getting the touch as Sirivardhana tries to run around. This time has some support, but again St. Benedict's putting on a lot of pressure. Still slow ball out from Maliyadeva as they go to their number 8, Herath, who had made some telling carries. Now Anuhas sending it to the number 13, and then a fumble there by number 6 Samarasinghe for Maliyadeva.
St. Benedict's also realizing that the Maliyadeva rocking isn't that great and capitalizing from that. And also realizing that the support play isn't there and capitalizing from that as well, so good for them. Look forward rugby, I would call it, to be honest. And now a referee just having a check on Dilruk Sinaviratna. Concussion test taken.
Yeah, that call came from referee Fonseca there. Spotted Sinaviratna straight away going to the match doctor there.
Good initiative taken by the referee to spot that and call in the doctor as well.
Going back to the play, Maliyadeva had an opportunity. The number 13 could have gone into contact with himself. Now Uday Kumar with the feed into the scrum. St. Benedict's trying to move out from their own half. Sending it to Samarakon, tries to make a cross kick, high hanging kick, collected well by Sirivardhana. Now this time he tries to run on his own. Again, still a beautiful counter ruck there by St. Benedict's, winning them the penalty. And we talked about this, that they had to get this sorted as Samarakon tries to get that quick tap. And this time they're going to go for touch.
Maliyadeva trying their best to make something of whatever they do from the set piece or from a move, but unfortunately not being able to make it. This time support was there. Men were at the ruck, but St. Benedict's College bringing their men in, overpowering the Maliyadeva ruck and gaining that penalty. A line out, 5 meters away from the try line. Sends it to the number 4 at the line out, going for the maul. And referee blows, closing the gap, unfortunately. And a free kick awarded to Maliyadeva. Maliyadeva College asking for a scrum, and then we can see a replay. And now Maliyadeva feeding the ball in at the scrum. Dangerous zone that they are in. Number 8 breaks, and it's penalty. Obstruction, referee calls. And now they take the quick tap once again. Setting it out, no, Dummies passes it, makes his way through. A few meters away now, St. Benedict's College. Can they score one more before this half-time whistle rings? St. Benedict's College again, once again, using their forwards, using their strength. Pick and go, now playing advantage. Tackler not rolling away. Referee calls. Referee Fonseca says, a few meters more. One more would be enough. Can Benedict's College do this? Can they make their way? Decides to send in the line. Tries his best. Hits through the gap and scores the try. Revan Fernando once again scores the try for St. Benedict's College. Does his best. Finds his gap. And finishes it for his team.
Another replay of that try. Samarakon, knowing that they have numbers. Revon Fernando spotting it. He has Amar Singh and goes to one, and then no match. Malicious and Viratna, no match for Fernando as he jumps over for the 4th Amana Bank try for St. Benedict's. And he's trying to add the conversion to his own try. And this try all came through with that mistake from Maliyadeva. Obstruction in that scrum. The kick is no good. So that's the end of the first half. St. Benedict scoring 4 tries. To the solitary try from Maliyadeva. And St. Benedict's will go into the half-time as the happy camp, and Maliyadeva has a lot of questions to be answered. As the half-time confirmation, St. Benedict's 24 points and Maliyadeva 7.
A good game of rugby played by St. Benedict's College. And we shall see you when the second half begins. And now let's take a commercial break and we'll see you soon.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. Radials. The road is yours.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කට සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි කෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ දෙක තුනක් කැරිලත් එක්ක
චමරි අක්කා ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත චමරි
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ හිතටත් නිදහස්
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
Now a summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්. Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස මේ තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද
Now a summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්. Are you okay?
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
ලස්සන පන් ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ ක්‍රික් එක සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හීට් එක බැඳේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගෑස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Welcome back to the Papare, where we are streaming the live game, the Premier Trophy quarterfinals, Maliyadeva vs St. Benedict's College. And St. Benedict's leading 24 and Maliyadeva 7 points. Preparing for the kickoff now, Maliyadeva College. Really hot at the Havelock Sports Club. And here we have the highlights of the first try of the game. St. Benedict's College capitalizing in those opportunities. Dino Ramarasinghe scoring a wonderful try. Cutting into those Maliyadeva forwards, cutting in and out. And now Maliyadeva with the restart. Contestable kick. But unfortunately again, no kick chasing over there. And now St. Benedict's College with the ball. Kick into boot. A good kick, a bounce and it goes outside. 40-meter line out now, Maliyadeva ball. An interesting game. St. Benedict's College capitalizing in those mistakes that Maliyadeva has been making, unfortunately. Both teams now fresh from the half-time break. No changes have been made from both the teams. And a full man line out by Maliyadeva. Good line out. And now Maliyadeva sending into the center. Risandul makes a few meters and now back to the forwards. Good hit by the Maliyadeva forward. Sending it wide once more. Bit of open space, cuts inside, well done. And St. Benedict's College trying to contest the ruck once more. But couldn't complete it. Good line speed by the number 5 of St. Benedict's College. Maliyadeva deciding to send it wide again, once again this time. Wonderfully turned over, breaking through 3 players. Can he put it all the way? Yes, he does. He makes it all the way. Maliyadeva, number 11. Malish Sirivardhana makes his way through and scores under the post. A well good Amana Bank try by the number 11. Makes no time and tells his team to come back and restart once again. A wonderful try by Malish Sirivardhana. And here we have a replay of the try as well.
Yeah, that's a brilliant piece of work from Maliyadeva College, running from their own half as Malish Sirivardhana runs to the corner, bumps off the last defender, and no match. Beautiful beginning there for Maliyadeva as Anuhas adds the 2 points. So a crucial half-time talk from Coach Chaturanga Mendis for Maliyadeva has worked. They begin the second half on a high. As we see another replay of that conversion from Anuhas. So 14 points to 24. All to play for in this second half.
A good comeback by Maliyadeva with a scrappy first half they had. A few minutes have only been gone from the second half. Trying their best to make the points. 10 points now. 10 points margin. Trying to make something from it. Now a restart by St. Benedict's College. Key into that number 9. Second time he was unable to take the ball first time. And now Maliyadeva, their red zone. Trying their best to make it to the center of the ground to make it an easy kick for their kicker. And now Maliyadeva with the ball. A good kick. Unfortunately could not make it to the line out. Cuts back inside, cuts back out. Beats 2 defenders, tries his best. But a good comeback tackle by Adip Nisanka. And now Maliyadeva once again using their forwards to gain a few meters. Referee says tackler release, but St. Benedict's College somehow turns over the ball and uses the blind side now. But unfortunately for them, Maliyadeva defense has been pushed up from there. And St. Benedict's College fumbles it, and St. Benedict's College penalized. And now Maliyadeva with the ball once again. It knocks on the ball and the player takes it again from the forward. That was why that they were penalized. Not a bad kick to touch. 20 meters gained from that. And now Maliyadeva again with the ball. Good for Maliyadeva after having a scrappy first half and now trying their best to put some more points in the board. Already have conceded 7 points in 9 minutes. And now a 10-point margin. Let's see what they can do from this line out. Taking it from the back. Oh, but no, taking it from the forward now. Sends it wide, sends it to the center. He gave it hit, a good thumping tackle as well. Maliyadeva using their forwards, but unfortunately there is no support, but somehow finds a way. Quick ball out to the line. Tries his best to make it from the corner once again. Uses the forward, good hit. Support is there. Sends it again to the line. Sees the gap. Beautifully taken by Resandul. Tries his way to make it all the way, but unfortunately it's taken down by St. Benedict's College Wing 3. Once again to the forwards.
Slow ball out from the rucks. They had about 3 players there. Could have used the blind side. But Maliyadeva opting for this pick and drive option. As the forwards coming into play. Brilliant break from Rasidul there for Maliyadeva. Now spreading the ball to the big number 8 Herat. He has been the man, go-to man for Maliyadeva. Now Ambarepula to Anuwas. Anuwas sending it to Disanayak. Tad high in the corner. And Ambarepula ball out to the big prop forward De Silva. Inches short of the try line now Maliyadeva College. Setting their sights on the whitewash. Another pick and drive. No gain as the big number 8 Herat now. Another pick and drive. Tries to go around. Has he gone over? No. Still Maliyadeva just inches short of the try line. 6 patches of players. Ammarapula goes to the big number 1. And that's the try. That's the second try of the second half for Maliyadeva College. And they're back as they score the second Amana Bank try in the second half.
Sanogo De Silva with the try there, and once again we have a replay of it. Good hit taking on 2 defenders. Inches away from the try line. Good face play by Maliyadeva. Going with the forwards, going with the backs, a good combination by both the forwards and the backs of Maliyadeva. Kudos to them. Maliyadeva putting points in the board in the second half. Already 12 points on the board. And once this kick, if he makes this kick, that is, else the 2 points. An easy kick, but can he make it to the distance? Yes, he does. Sandeep Anuhas, the man, put in those 2 points, the crucial points to the board. (21 to 24 now). A good comeback by Maliyadeva in the second half after a scrappy first half. St. Benedict's College have thinking, what is it that they are mistaking for them to let this Maliyadeva team play so well all of a sudden? And like you said, Nilhan, the coaching staff must have had a good conversation with the players as well. Beautifully taken by the forward of Maliyadeva. And St. Benedict's College penalized. Coming from the side, referee says.
Yeah, good passage of play for Maliyadeva. The momentum is with them as they have purely dominated these early 8 minutes in the second half with 2 tries. Just cutting that deficit for 3 points, which St. Benedict's went into the lead with a 17 points cushion. Now it's all to play for in these 8 minutes. Especially this center combination finally clicking for Maliyadeva in the second half has been one of the main reasons for this Maliyadeva retrieval in the second half, coming strong. And now St. Benedict's has to settle there down and play to their own pace. They've been struggling in the second half, giving away penalties. And now Maliyadeva is in the driving seat as we move into the 44th minute of the game.
Yes, and like you said, St. Benedict's College has that 17-point leading margin and must have thought that taking it a bit easy with that 17 points gap, but now that 17 points has become only 3 points. And Maliyadeva once again with the ball. Wonderful line now taken and shifted them all, but referee says it has been knocked forward by the Maliyadeva player. The transition to the middleman at the ball, unfortunately, has fumbled it. If you can get a replay on that. St. Benedict's College now with the feed in their 40 meters. Will they kick it to boot, or will they send it out to the line this time? No, number 8 breaks blindside. A good number 8 break. gains a few meters, beats the one defender, and now back to the forwards. Sends it to the back door, sends it wide, kicks it to the boot. A good contest kick. And referee brings it back to a penalty. Line offside, referee Fonseca calls. The prop forward of Maliyadeva, Sanagudi Silva. Maliyadeva doing all their best in this past 15 minutes to make it all the way to the red zone of St. Benedict's College. And a few mistakes taken this time at the second half. But now it's St. Benedict's time with the ball. Kicks it to touch. Gains a few meters. And now at the red zone of Maliyadeva. Almost there. Lineout has been awarded to the same team as well.
Yeah, all to play for in the second half, and St. Benedict's now has an ideal platform. They have been on the receiving end in these first 10 minutes. Finally, some attacking move for St. Benedict's as Matisha Pereira throws into the line out, a crucial one, collected well, and now Uday Kumar to Samarakon. Samarakon tries to run his own, goes into contact and illegally. The turnover was good, but there have been a man taken in the eye in the line out, as you see the number 4 for Maliyadeva, Tennakon.
Samarakon going for his hit there. His brother, former number 8 at Royal College, Publisher Samarakon in the year of 23-24. And now St. Benedict's College award the line out. 10 meters away from the try line. Can they make something from it?
No contest there, so referee allowing play to continue as the number 8 Fernando collected the ball and then fumbled it. St. Benedict's unfortunately giving possession back to Maliyadeva. They need to get their act together. You see some talk to his own players by Matisha Pereira, telling that they need to get this sorted quickly. 13 minutes into the second half, and they've been struggling throughout the second half. Now Banpola asking his number 8 Herat to make another break, and he takes the ball out of the 22. And now spreading it is Maliyadeva into the corner for Nisanka to run, and he's bundling to touch. No room there for Nisanka. The play has been remained in that 40 to 22 meter area in the second half for St. Benedict's. 3 or 4 lineouts, but still no progress from the boys from Kotena. Pereira with another line-out throw, not collected properly, but Uday Kumar goes into contact. Now the forwards has to do something, that the scrum half has gone into contact. Now Samarakon to Fernando, a high tackle there by Maliyadeva. Referee playing advantage, goes to his boot, is Fernando. But referee will bring back play for that high tackle from Maliyadeva, number 1. And a beautiful kick from Samarakon, taking his team deep into their 22-meter area, 15 meters out of the try line. An ideal chance for St. Benedict's.
Yes, Nilhan, as we can see, the rucking of Maliyadeva team has improved in the second half as well, while all of the capitalizing moments from the St. Benedict's College team came from that contested ruck against Maliyadeva. And this time Maliyadeva having a steady and strong ruck, but still not enough, I would say. But they are doing their best. Only 10 minutes have gone in the second half.
It's been all Maliyadeva throughout the second half. Gone from 17 points lead to 3 points now. St. Benedict's desperately needs to score next to keep their hopes alive. But another fumble in the line out. They were lucky twice. They took it. Now Maliyadeva, the big number 8 here, goes into contact, and another penalty on offering. Decision making time for St. Benedict's as Samarkon takes the quick tap. Now spreading to the corner is Pasan. Now to Kavisha Kaushalya. No move from there as Uday Kumar takes the ball. Now St. Benedict's standing and no movement from them as Uday Kumar sends to Samarakon. Pass to Revon Fernando. He can't make any inroads from there as the turnover is good for Maliyadeva, and now they are playing with the advantage as Arbepula breaks through but gives away the ball. So referee Fonseca will come back to that infringement, and another chance missed by St. Benedict's.
Scrappy play of rugby the first half of Maliyadeva, to be honest. But now they are making a name for themselves. Very good for them. St. Benedict's College making a few mistakes, and as you can see, the players also wondering what is going wrong.
They had an ideal chance. They are not having any momentum. They could have gone for the 3 points there, just to take some time off the clock and slow the game down and try to add that 3 and improve this lead to 6. Unfortunately, Samarakon took that quick tap, and no yield from there for St. Benedict as Maliyadeva now tries to run from their own half as the big number 1 De Silva goes into contact. Not good ball by Arambepula, but now the winger unfortunately fumbles it. That's Adipani Sanka again. And when you get some space to run, you have to collect the ball. Unfortunately for St. Benedict's, another mistake from Maliyadeva helping them.
Yes, Adipani Sanka having that space. As we can see in this replay, no one inside him. The second centre wonderfully drawing and passing that. But unfortunately, Adipani Sanka could not hold on to that ball. And now it's St. Benedict's College ball. Once again in the 50-meter line. A scrum award of St. Benedict's College. Trying their best to push through and make it towards the opposite side's red zone. A steady scrum. St. Benedict's College now with the ball. Going for a loop over there. Samarakon seeing the gap. Wonderful offload. And now the win 3/4 of St. Benedict's College cutting back in but loses the ball. Crucial mistakes made by the St. Benedict's College team coming to the opposition's half, unfortunately. And as we see a replay, a good set piece move, that is. Samarakon doing his best to make some meters and a good offload as well. And the number 11 of St. Benedict's College, Dinu Ramarasinghe, fumbling that.
Yeah, they set it up brilliantly, Samarakon. And unfortunately, no movement as Herat now breaks to Anvepola. Looking for Disanayaka in the corner. Maliyadeva still playing in their own half. Not going for the exit, and finally now ball is sent to Anuhas as he thumbs it down, but on the full. So they took the ball out of the 22. And again, ideal opportunity for St. Benedict's if they want to take this chance. And when you're going to exit, when you take it in, you cannot kick the ball on the full. These two teams doing that mistake a couple of times throughout this game. Now St. Benedict's goes to the first spot, and now their number 8 looking to make a big impact. Centre field Uday Kumar to Samarakon and uses the shorter side for skipper Vijay Ratna there. And now Samarakon to Fernando. Fernando cuts back in, but no gain from there. As Kaushalya doing the clean-up work. Now St. Benedict's with options in both sides. Slow ball out to Samarakon to Fernando. And Fernando still going strong. He has been the man for St. Benedict's. Slow ball out. Now long pass not going into the hand. St. Benedict's still with possession. As the forwards tries to make a move and brings play near the 10-meter mark. Now Kesha Namrasinghe with the pick and drive. They are going to continue with this move as St. Benedict's looking for options. Now Samarakon to Fernando. Fernando cuts back in, tries to go. Goes around one and another one. But good defensive work, but unfortunately not releasing Fernando in that tackle. And now they have to go for points straight away in front of the sticks. And finally the sanity prevails as St. Benedict's looks to get that 3 points on the board.
A wonderful cut in, beating a defender, trying his best to gain a few meters. Revan Fernando over there. And then referee penalizes the player there for not rolling away. And now Fernando trying to put these 3 points in to add pressure on the scoreboard. Just leading by 3 points to make it 6. Kick under the post, 10 meters away. And he misses it, unfortunately. He could not put it inside, and now he misses the easy 3 points that would have helped St. Benedict to apply some pressure on the scoreboard.
Yeah, with the initial burst from Maliyadeva, and finally they have gone into a lot of defending in the 10 minutes as both teams take that 1 minute water break at the halfway mark of the second half. And St. Benedict's missing a sitter of a kick just in front of the sticks. You have to add those 3 points. And unfortunately, that kick goes astray. So 24-21 as both teams take the break. St. Benedict's would welcome this break to regroup themselves. They have been on the receiving end throughout the second half, and after the first 2 tries, Maliyadeva has done a lot of defending work. They have not got any opportunities to attack. That has been the main focal point for Maliyadeva. They began the second half perfectly, and then onwards no attacking opportunities. But they'll be happy that they have not allowed St. Benedict to add any points in the second half. As we are all set to commence after that 1 minute water break.
Yes, Nilhan, and as we saw a few minutes ago, the teams for the next match, Royal versus DS, have made their way to the Havelock Park. Looking forward to make their way to the semi-finals to meet the winners of today's other match, Royal Complex, Wesley versus Ispatana. An interesting game as well. And now Maliyadeva with the 22-meter dropout. Samarakon with the ball now. Looking for the offload there, but unfortunately could not make it. And now St. Benedict's College using those forwards once again to gain a few meters. A lot of free play rugby in this game by both teams. With not a proper structure, but the number 11 of St. Benedict's College, Amarasinghe, tries his way to make forward, but has been penalized for holding the ball on. A good counter by Maliyadeva.
Maliyadeva trying to run that, but referee stopping them and asking them to take that tap. See a Maliyadeva player getting some medical attention as they goes to the corner.
Yes, looks like the player has got a cramp, unfortunately. But the game is still in play. Line out awarded for Maliyadeva. Coming to the St. Benedict's College half.
Important line out from the Sanayaka. That's
Looks a
not
bit
straight
crooked.
as St. Benedict's contest that line out. And that's why we saw Maliyadeva coach Chaturanga Mendes straight away telling him to take that quick tap and run. That he wants this game to move quickly.
Yes, Nilhan, and what can you say honestly? Because at the first half we saw St. Benedict's College play a tremendous game. But now coming to the second half, a bit of scrappy, or most of a scrappy play, to be honest. What could be the reason? What would you think could be the reason for this?
One thing could be their condition, because at this heat we expected in the second half the both teams their fitness level will be tested, and on the other side with that I think St. Benedict's would have taken lightly that they had 17 points difference on the board, and the way they dominated the first half they never expected Maliyadeva to come back. But Maliyadeva has done it, and now St. Benedict's trying to run from their own as Amarasinghe looks for his options. Uday Kumar goes into contact, and straight away a penalty given away, not releasing the tackler, says referee Fonseca. And after that first few minutes, we have not seen any scoring in the last 15 minutes or so.
Yes, and now we have a replay at St. Benedict's College. Line out from there. Uday Kumar having that number man outside and having the space as well, calling for the ball. Both the scrum half tells him to send it out, but he decides to bring it back in and gives a hit. But fortunately for him, Maliyadeva was penalized, and they have another opportunity inside the Maliyadeva half to put some points on the board. 10 minutes left to go in our clock for this match. St. Benedict's College 24, Maliyadeva 21. A 3-point margin, which was once a 17-point margin.
Yeah, all to play for in the last 10 minutes. Crucial that St. Benedict's gets their act together finally. And Maliyadeva also making that mistakes. So all their fitness work will come under the test in this last 10 minutes in this hot sun. And again, a knock forward in the line out. They get those opportunities to set pieces, but every time when they go to a set piece, either they throw it long or miss it out or make a knock forward and give away position. That has been the pattern in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yes, both teams having scrappy lineouts. Maliyadeva throws the ball to the crooked, and St. Benedict's knocking it on or not coordinating with the hooker properly. Crucial mistakes that can cost the match. And the number 8 now for Maliyadeva breaking the defense line of St. Benedict's, breaking through the flank, breaking through the scrum half, and then finally taken down by the third man. And now Maliyadeva back with their forwards, now gaining meters. St. Benedict is contesting the ruck, and referee Fonseca calls for a penalty. No arms tackle, referee says. Shoulder charge. And now Maliyadeva again with the ball. Kicks it into touch. Makes his way to the 50-meter mark.
Not a lot gain from that kick to touch. We may see going forward that they take the quick tap and spread it wide. That number 12-13 combination, if they can send that ball to those two players, they could make some inroads rather than going into this territorial game, which has got them no good in the second half as they made mistakes in this line out.
Yes, and I mean, if you see territorial-wise, most of the match has been played in between the 40-meter lines. But this time Maliyadeva, a good line-out by Maliyadeva, and Benedict is not contesting it. A wonderful one pass from the pod, and now having numbers outside. Can Maliyadeva make something from this? The number 13 sending it good hit to those gaps and making his way to the corner. And quickly feeds it in, the scrum off of Maliyadeva to the forwards. And now playing advantage, referee Fonseca says. And now Maliyadeva switching to the line, sees that gap, sends it to the wide. No man in front of him, cuts it in unfortunately while he has space outside. A bad decision taken by the win three-quarter. Basic rugby there, unfortunately, to go to the corner flag, but unfortunately cuts it back in. A missed opportunity that was for him, and he knocks it on.
Fortunately for him, they had advantage incoming. And another aspect I've seen is that this scrum of Maliyadeva Pasa number Epula. He has been quick in the second half. He was very slow in the first half. And sometimes you don't need to wait till the scrum off. When that player went into that contact, he had two players. They could have used that two players. As we see another replay of this, the number 14, Nisanka cutting back in. And we see the number 12 and the 14. No defenders there in the ruck. They could have quickly taken the ball. That has been some of the things that Maliyadeva needs to improve going forward.
Yes, I mean, he had enough and more space in the blind side to run that. And this time Maliyadeva going for the quick tap. Good call. Good meters gained as well by the prop forward. And now Pasan taking in the ball fast. Like you said, Nilhan, Pasan making the game go very fast this time for Maliyadeva. And now going back to the forwards, 5 meters away from the try line. Can they make something of it? Can Maliyadeva come to the lead of for the first time of this match? But no. 5 meters away, unfortunately, and he knocks the ball forward. All that hard work gone in one slight mistake, a crucial mistake. A lot of crucial mistakes taken by both teams, as we can see a replay of it. Has the ball inside his hands and then knocks it on, unfortunately. So close, but yet so far.
A very crucial moment of the game. Maliyadeva just 5 meters away. He may have mistakenly tried to touch down the ball in the 5 meter line. Fortunately, knocked forward there. And it's a very crucial juncture of this game. Maliyadeva, if they have scored, this game would have been a very close encounter, but still 3 points lead for St. Benedict's.
Another concussion test taken by the doctor. Referee has stopped the clock as well. And as we can see in the background, the DSNI team warming up for their battle in a few minutes. Three wonderful games we have at 4 p.m. today. One in Kandy and two in Colombo, where Sri Lanka will be taking the New Zealand 85 kilogram team at Nittavala. And then we have DSNI vs Royal College at Havelock Sports Club, and Sipatana vs Wesley at Royal Complex as well, where you can stream all 3 matches live at Papare.
Now Uday Kumar goes to Samarkon for that exit kick and takes play near the 22-meter mark, just outside the 22 meters. A good clearance by Samarkon. But for Maliyadeva, they could take this as another opportunity. If they can form a rolling maul and make some progress, still they have opportunity.
Maliyadeva getting a lot of opportunities in the second half, but unfortunately capitalizing only twice from it and putting 14 points on the board in the second half. And now once again Maliyadeva goes to the line out. A good line out taken. A good maul. Making their way forward. St. Benedict's College, but collapsing that maul, playing advantage, referee calls.
Free play for Maliyadeva now. Anuhas to the number 13, Disanayaka. No movements there still. Now Ambarepola looking for options, and he has his front row Disanayaka. And he makes still going strong. Disanayaka brings play inside the 22-meter. Now Ambarepola looking for Anuhas. Now they're going to spread the ball wide, but too late there by the number 5, the Ratnayaka. And referee Fonseca says enough of that. Let's go back to that advantage. And now Maliyadeva has another ideal chance to go into the corner.
Other mistake that I have spotted that the Maliyadeva team is doing, the back line especially, that they are not running their line straight when there is space outside. All of the entire team running to the sideways and, you know, closing that gap in the corner for the win 3/4 finish, while they should be attacking their lines within the gaps and running forward, running straight, but unfortunately going sideways and making it easy for the defense to defend the team as well, even though when there is space and when there is a overlap as well. Mistakes made by the Maliyadeva team, but now this time a 5-meter line out. 3 minutes left on the clock. Can Maliyadeva put the points on the board and win this game and make their way through the semi-finals? Good defensive maul by St. Benedict's College. Referee calls, use it, and the hooker breaks for Maliyadeva. Inches away from the try line, going again, once back to the line, again running cross unfortunately, but space in the corner. Can he make it all the way? No, taken down by the number 14 of St. Benedict's College. Bad decision made by the Maliyadeva number 13. Terrible decision made, and the match has been finished. The final whistle has been blown by referee Fonseca. St. Benedict's College win the game 24-21 at Havelock Park, making their way through the semi-final. Maliyadeva trying hard, trying their best for a second half comeback with 14 points, and St. Benedict's College unable to put any points on the board in this second half.
Yeah, brilliant game. And Maliyadeva, beautiful second half. Unfortunately, making that mistake in the last move of the game, going into that short end, knowing that the time is up. You should have played some phrases down, but St. Benedict's finally not scoring a single point in the second half, but managing to defend themselves.
Yes, and now we have to decide on the man of the match. We have two contenders, Tenuka Samarakon and Revan Fernando.
Yeah.
Who do you think, Nilhan, would be the most deserving from these two players, I would say?
Tenuka Samarakon did the distribution work perfectly, but it was, I think, Revan Fernando who was the go-to man for St. Benedict's. He added points from his boot also. Every time St. Benedict's wanted some attacking prowess, they always went to Revan Fernando, and Revan Fernando will be the player of the match in this game. A very interesting second half, and finally St. Benedict's clinching on to win this quarter-final as they move into that semi-final. Most probably they will face Prince of Wales in that semi-final next week. And And here are the key stats. St. Benedict's winning 24 points to 21. 4 tries and 2 conversions. And Maliyadeva College 3 tries and 3 conversions. And the Swiss Tech player of the match, Revan Fernando from St. Benedict's, as they clinch this quarter-final of the Premier Trophy. And they will face next week. They will come down on Sunday to play the semi-final. Here are the highlights of the second half. Beautiful start for Maliyadeva from Sirivardhana, running around the St. Benedict's defense to go and score under the post to open the scoring, as Anuas continued his good moment. And then we saw Sancho Pereira de Silva scoring the second try again. Anuas adding the extras, and this all happened in the first 8 minutes or so. Then it was all to play for, as both teams didn't add any extra points. So the score remained 24 points to 21.
Unfortunately, Maliyadeva Vidyalaya's journey has come to an end in this Premier Trophy encounter, but hoping to see them again once in the league, because a tremendous second half they had played in this game, but unfortunately wasn't able to capitalize in the end.
So a lot of action remaining in this Sunday. 2 President's Trophy quarterfinals. Isipatana taking on Wesley at Royal Complex, and here in Havelock Park, DSN and Nayaka will play Royal. And stay tuned to that, as these are the coming up fixtures, as both teams are ready, and you could catch all the live action on the Papare TV and www.thepapare.com, as the big 2 quarterfinals are just a few minutes away. So stay tuned, and that's it from us from this Premier Trophy quarterfinals. St. Benedict's winning 24 points to 21 against Maliyadeva. And stay tuned to the Papare, and we will come back shortly with the action from the Royal versus DS game.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Radials. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Maliban lemon puff puff. Lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ. රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff. Lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff.
Chilven lemon.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Tokyo Super ඕන වැඩකට Super.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලස්සන පන් ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හිටක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. මේ තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
රුපියල් 50 වැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Summer refreshment the train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
සමහර බැඳීම් ජීවිත කාලයටමයි. නිපොන් සිමෙන්ති